In the civil service for 19 years, got to quite a senior level. Left there about 15 years ago and set up my own management consultancy, management training business, which was very successful. I was earning between 80 and 100k a year, and on some of the higher profile projects earning £1,000 a day working in central London. And the business went, from strength to strength and built it over sort of a 10-year period.
And were you married, Mike?
I was married, yes, yeah. I had 2 children and brought up 2 stepchildren as well. About 5.5 years ago, I went to my doctor. I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't feeling very well, and I was prescribed sleeping tablets and then subsequently antidepressants. On top of that, because I felt so ill, I started self-medicating with alcohol and drinking a great amount of alcohol each day to end up either semi-comatose or fully comatose, which is obviously stupid because that doesn't help the antidepressants. You might as well take Smarties. Previous to that, I had always drank, and at the sort of middle-class dinner parties, you would always be shocked the next day of how many bottles of wine empty bottles of wine you were throwing in the bin. So alcohol wasn't new to me, but drinking every day and drinking excessively. Horrendous. I mean, what they tell me now, my 2 children, who are grown up, one's a solicitor, one works in business and marketing, that they were waiting for the phone call to say that I was dead because the drinking took over, and the relationships obviously suffered. I've got a very supportive family, but that amount of drinking that I was doing was just driving everybody away, and I ended up in a very, very dark place.
Am I right in thinking you were sectioned, Mike?
I was held under the Section 2 of the Mental Health Act twice, once in Oldham and once in Rochdale, and that Section 2 is if they are concerned about your welfare or the welfare of others, the safety of you or the safety of others, because I'd just hit an all-time low. I really didn't care whether I lived or died. And the amount of alcohol I was drinking, 1.5 litres of vodka a day, plus diazepam prescribed from the doctor, plus the antidepressants, plus promazine. I really was beyond suicidal, if you could describe it like that. It did, yes. That was a period of months where the amount of alcohol and diazepam I was taking was increasing. I was incapacitated, for want of a better word, for 20 hours plus of every day, of every 24 hours. At that stage then, it became obvious to others that I was not going to be around much longer if that carried on. I'd had a couple of issues at rock bottom of taking too many pills, too much promazine, too many diazepam, and there was an horrendous stage where I ended up on a life support machine for 4 days at the hospital in Oldham, having overdosed on the benzodiazepines and promazine. Fallen through the gaps for a variety of reasons. I'd moved early from Oldham to Rochdale. I was living back at my parents' for a while, and I got my own place, but it became more and more critical that I got help. And my daughter checked out what was available in Rochdale, and quite quickly I was seen by Renaissance, and I saw a dual diagnosis practitioner which was addiction recovery and mental health issues. And very quickly accessed then the services at Pathways, and I carried on seeing people at Pathways for months and months and months for the addiction counselling services, but they also got me a residential detox very quickly at Smithfield in Manchester. And when I came out of that, my recovery plan, because I didn't go into rehab, my rehab was out in the community. I accessed the recovery services at high level alongside the counselling at Pathways, and became far more committed to my own recovery because I'd gone beyond that. It wasn't important to me. With the help and support that I got through all three services, from Renaissance, Pathways and high level recovery services. Everything's comparative, and from where I was just over a year ago, it's really good. I can actually say that I'm happy for the first time in over 5 years, but being clean and free from addiction is actually fantastic. I've been clean now for 14 months. I still use some of the recovery services and the ongoing groups. I don't use the fellowships, the AA and NAs. Those are not things that suit me, but I actually do feel that I can live a normal life, whatever normal means. I'm not working yet, although I've started to do a little bit of mentoring with somebody who runs a company, and I think my brain is probably functioning at about 85%. Just over a year ago it was probably 10%. So it's good. The future is bright. Not all my problems and issues have gone away, but my antidepressants are being reduced. I was on the biggest hit that you could get, and over a number of months they're being reduced. Hopefully by Christmas I will not only be an alcohol-free zone, but a pill-free zone. I don't want to be a drama queen, but there's every chance that I would have been dead. I would have had an accident, or maybe I've taken my own life. Something bad would have happened, or accidentally overdosed when I've been drinking. I really do think that that would have been the case, or incarcerated, maybe held on a Mental Health Act section. It was that bad. So in a 13-14 month period, the journey, if you like, the popular phrase, the journey travelled has been tremendous, and that wouldn't have happened without the services that I access within Rochdale Borough. In a nutshell and with a magic wand, I've been working with lots of service users in the service user groups in Rochdale. So this isn't only my opinion, this is talking to other people who've been in addiction and are coming out of addiction. My view would be that services need to be integrated, that integrated services should be very much driven by structured recovery, individual structured recovery programs, individual structured recovery plans. At the moment, that does happen sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't happen. There's a lack of consistency in it, but real structured recovery would be my biggest change in magic wand. I would also like additional work and consideration to be done around dual diagnosis, mental health issues and addiction, the chicken and egg question, what came first. What I know is, speaking to people, there are some people who've obviously had mental health issues that have got into addiction, and obviously people who've got into addiction that have led to mental health issues. I would like more work to be done where recovery, it runs parallel to deal with mental health issues and